Hey guys, so real quick video to explain to you that next week, Monday through Friday, I'm going to be speaking in Swahili only, okay? So if you send me a message anywhere on social media, you text me, you WhatsApp me, Swahili is the response you're gonna get, okay? I would say if you call me, but I'm not gonna answer my phone, so I don't answer it anyway. Ain't nothing gonna change. If you tag me in something, I'm going to respond in Swahili. Just, only Swahili Monday through Friday next week. This is a big deal because I still don't know anywhere near as much Swahili as I should know. But this is going to help me because like today I've been looking up phrases that I say a lot, so I know how to say them next week. And obviously I'm gonna be on my phone like subiri. That's what I'm gonna be doing next week, and a whole lot of una se ma pole pole, asking people to speak slowly and to say stuff again. Ooh, honey. The good thing though is that people here are really nice, and when they can tell that you're trying to learn the language, they have all the patience in the world to wait for you to figure out what you're trying to say, to explain other things to you, to help you figure out what you're trying to say. Thank God for the patience of these people. It's needed. For sure, for me, it's going to be absolutely necessary because next week, honey, I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous. I'm going to get it done because I'm determined to do it. No excuses. It's going to happen. I intend to not say anything in English to anyone else. Now, by myself, especially when I'm talking shit, I'm going to say something in English, but in response to other people, Swahili only. This is going to be a, ooh, honey. Like I said, I'm nervous because I don't know, and I shouldn't be, because when I go to Germany, I say very little in English. When I go to a Spanish-speaking country, I say very little in English. And I live in Zanzibar, so I should be used to this. I will say for the last couple of weeks, when I had finally left the house to go buy something, I did speak very little English. Most of what I did say was in Swahili. But it's just a little different knowing that nothing I'm going to say is going to be English at all, unless it's a word that is said in English, because there are some words like that where the English is just used like that's the word for it in Swahili, the same word we would use in English. And of course, I can't think of any examples right now, but it happens. It happens. Like I'm sure if I go to say business plan in Swahili, it's probably just business plan. Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. So that's something I'm gonna have to figure out, or I'm just, Monday through Friday. I think technically it's supposed to be 7 days. Well, no. So this is part of a challenge anyway, in one of my polyglot groups, where the guy said that we should do this. We should speak our target language for an entire week. But then someone asked him when it started, and he said Monday. So for me, I was just like, you know what? I'm not doing Saturday and Sunday. I need a reprieve. Otherwise, I would start tomorrow, and then next Sunday I would go back to speaking English, whatever. But so it's also interesting because I have contractors on my property, but I have to speak Swahili to them anyway because they don't speak any English. But I just greet them going about my business. Seriously, when I see them in the morning, Zasabuhi, And they respond, they ask me how I'm doing, I ask them how they're doing, and I disappear. If I go to the store and come back with something for them, I will hold it out to them and tell them what it is. And then I'll just gesture if it's for all the crew, or I just hand it to the main guy that I know and walk away. Because, listen, but they understand. At the present moment, there's only two of them. So if I come back with two water bottles and I'm holding them out to them, they understand. Like when I came back with a bag of cookies, he was going to share anyway, the main dude that I hand the stuff to, but I just pointed him and the other guy so he would know I intended for him to share, but he was going to do it anyway, because this is a very sharing culture. That's one of the good things. So for the last couple of days, when I decided to do this, I have been thinking I needed to compile a list of the phrases that I normally say in English and get them translated to Swahili. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, I think. So I can already be prepared. Just go in my phone and look up what I need to say and say it so I can get on with what I'm doing. And then eventually, repeatedly saying these things, I'll figure this stuff out. Or not figure it out, but I will have it in my head and I'll have to look at my phone less because I'll just know it, right? And then I was trying to find accurate translations, because there is a difference in the Swahili that's spoken out there. A lot of things you can find in Kenyan Swahili. Zanzibar is half, as I like to say, half of the country, Tanzania. So it is not conducive for me to find Kenyan Swahili, because Tanzanians will be like, they'll understand me, but it's not the way Tanzanians say it, because this is the home of pure Swahili, basically. And even on Zanzibar, there are, like, some of the smaller islands have people that very rarely talk with outsiders, so their Swahili is even more pure. So like some of the natives from the two main big islands, Unguja, which is generally called Zanzibar, and Pemba, but those from the two bigger islands sometimes can't understand the smaller islands. It's just crazy, because there's one that's like maybe like a 30-minute boat ride. And if someone is from a different part of Zanzibar, they get someone from the tip of Zanzibar that's closest to this other island to translate for them, because that's how pure that Swahili is on that smaller island, that even someone from Zanzibar can't catch everything the other person says, which for me is wild, but understandable. Because I remember watching a video. No, it's not a video. I was at work, walked into work one day when I was off, and there was someone had the TV on, and I don't even remember what the area was called. It was just like just a wide open area. But anyway, there was a TV on, and there was a guy in a boat that was talking, and I was like, oh, what language is this? And I was like sitting there trying to figure it out, and then I was like, oh shit, that's English. This guy is speaking English. But then I realized, so it took me a second to catch it and then just roll with it. Then it's like, I can't remember if it was Geechee or something, but it's one of those, because it was one of the crocodile hunter catcher things, gator catchers, whatever you call them. It was one of those guys in a boat somewhere, and he was just talking, and I was just like, oh man. Like when I realized that was English, I laughed so hard. I was like, okay. So, but it took me a second to change my ear to be able to catch it. And still there were some things I couldn't catch, because if you've ever heard people in that area speak, and my ears are tuned, like I can catch a lot of stuff, because I'm so used to dealing with people with different accents and from different countries. So I've heard English in so many different accents, it's not even funny. So I can generally like no matter where the person is from, I can generally catch what they're saying. But I do understand the Swahilis from Zanzibar, main island of Unguja, that can't understand some of the Swahilis from the smaller islands. I don't know how else to say this, and I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but the people from the smaller islands haven't had their Swahili corrupted. That's the only way I know to say that. Hasn't been corrupted yet. So anyway, next week is going to be interesting. I'm going to enjoy myself. Who knows? Who knows? I might go to speaking Swahili 50-50. I do know once I learn something in Swahili, I tend not to say it in English anymore. Most of the time, I think I stick with the Swahili. And sometimes. Depends. If I'm around Swahili speakers, like native Swahili speakers, then I will switch to Swahili for sure and just won't say the English, but I don't know that much, so. This is an attempt to help me get better. I'll let you guys know how it's going. I might check in on Monday to give you guys a little update, check in again on Wednesday, and then check in again on Saturday to let you know how the whole week went down. I am nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to do it because I can do it. It's just gonna take me a while to communicate with some folks, but then I don't really go anywhere either, and I only buy what I know to buy, and as I said, most of that happens in Swahili nowadays anyway, so I actually think I'm probably making this more difficult than it's going to be, because it's probably not going to be that difficult, but okay. But